Hey everyone, it's Annoying YouTuber here, and today I'm going to be showcasing you my first gameplay video of this week, which is going to be Blue Flare, and I've already posted the deck profile of this deck on the channel, so if you're looking for the deck, it will be on the channel already. But my opponent on the right is going to be playing the Alphamon deck, a pretty popular deck that came out, well not came out, but has been updated in BT13 with a bunch of new tools. So if you're looking forward to this gameplay video, please do like and subscribe. And in this gameplay video, I'm actually going to discuss some stuff that's going to be happening with the channel as well. I kind of want to do this just to provide a little bit of difference, a little bit of change, because I feel like discussing the channel is pretty important. So what I want to discuss is the fact that BT14 is going to be coming out very, very soon. In fact, I believe if I look at the time right now, this is being recorded on Thursday the 2nd of November. It seems, I think it's about like 2 or 3 weeks time now. There's pre-release happening in about a week or two, and full release is happening, I believe, in 2 or 3 weeks. So a lot of the content that's going to be coming out of the channel is going to be BT14 related. So expect a lot of deck profiles that's going to showcase builds of decks that are going to be popular or like have new cards coming out in BT14. I have a whole bunch of them, so I'm going to be going through them very, very quickly, and they're also going to be online. Obviously I don't have the cards, so let me know what you guys think about like showcasing a deck online, because I don't really tend to do it. I tend to do it like in paper, showcasing the deck, but let me know how you feel about seeing it on, I guess, on a platform like Digimon.dev and stuff like that. So let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, this gameplay video is definitely doing, it's pretty much like a brick fest a little bit. Swing a security and hit a Doru Grey, I believe that is. But yeah, so for BT14 content, there's going to be some box openings. There might be some additional stuff, so like I might do some reviews of the BT14 like gift box. If you've watched my video about that already, you know how I feel about it. But I might do some additional videos like that, and let me know what you want to see in the content wise coming out of BT14, because I've got a bunch of decks essentially ready to talk about. In fact, I have a list of them. Let me go through them very quickly. Let's quickly go for it. I'm literally bringing out my book right now. I've got Digipolice, Yellow Control, Black War Grey, Tyranno, Blue Flare, Bagra Army, Fenrir Luger, Etamon, Control Rookies, Rosemon, Numemon, Old Force, Leomon, Goldramon, Dino Diaboromon, Darknightmon, and Eosmon. Let me know. It's a big list, I know, but I'm going to be covering pretty much all of those decks in the upcoming couple of weeks. Let me know what deck you want to see the most, and maybe I'll prioritize it so I can showcase you guys. I know some people have already talked about Diaboromon, because I've already discussed Diaboromon a little bit on the channel, and some of the comments was asking for my latest build, but I decided to wait until BT14. So again, let me know from that list, or from just decks that you haven't heard in that list. Let me know in the comment section down below. And now let's just focus on the game, because the game kind of important. So here I play the male Birdramon and give Alphamon when attacking lose 2 memory. This is just to slow the opponent down, and I think this male Birdramon is definitely very, very busted in a weird way. So I'm going to go into the Metal Greymon here, and it's just a case of will it survive security, get to stun the level 4, swing 2 times, nothing in security, maybe nothing in security, and then swing for game. And now, let's talk about the whole game this time, instead of talking about channel updates that some of you guys will probably not care about. So my opponent goes to level 4, and then I pass but the turn by going to Gaussmon and then playing the Blazing. I get to add to and play one of the Tamers out, which is always very, very nice, giving my opponent 4 memory. They then promote, go into the deck store, I think it's called, which allows them to gain a memory and also give blocker and retaliation. Goes into level 5, which allows them to reveal the top 3, allows them to put one underneath. They put the 1k DP additional in there, and then gain a memory and draw a card from inheritables. And then they go into the level 5 variant, cost them 1 memory, but they gain 1 memory back. Unfortunately, there is nothing on the field to delete, so unlucky. So then they go into, I believe, well, we don't know yet, but they're looking up the Alphamon, and it's the Alphamon gets to play the Alphamon and put one from trash underneath. I don't know why they don't play the Hisaru Ryu guy. I feel like that is a good card to put underneath. But I guess they don't have any other guys out, so it doesn't really matter. So here I get a memory from the Tamer. Apologies for the glare. I swing a security, draw a card. They let it through. It dies to the Alphamon, and then I get to play a card. In this case, I'll play the Greymon here, which allows me to search. And I'm not too sure why I think I was at 4 and then I've gone to 3. I think I'm losing it, maybe. I've been losing it for a while. That's what happens when you play Blue Flare. Anyways, I'm going to then play the Gaussmon, and Gaussmon is, I think I'm going to play the Gaussmon. We'll see. Ooh, mystery. I pop the memory boost and then go into another Blazing to reveal the top 6. No Tamer in this one, which is unfortunate, but hey, we get the Metal Greymon, because I don't think I actually have a Metal Greymon. I do have a Metal Greymon in my hand, and then I also add the Greymon just to get some searches, and then for the end of the turn, what will I do? Who knows? I could have probably done that a little bit differently. Maybe I could have played the Gaussmon and then played the Blazer Memory Boost to get the draw one, but even when you play the Gaussmon, you just get a draw one anyways, because for some reason that's how it works. But anyways, I go play the Gaussmon. They swing at security, hits an ice wall, and yeah, not great. They go Cool Boy, and then get to add one. They add the level 4 that gives blocker, gets to put one underneath, which is the blocker one, and then they gain a memory and draw a card, continuing their turn. Not too sure how I feel about that, but they do end up playing the Congo, and Congo is a death nail in this deck, let me just say, because Congo is pretty good. Turns out all my guys are 7 cost or less except for my Z Greymon, and don't really want to be swinging in with the Z Greymon unless it's the final swing. So it's just a case of what will I do now, because I have options here, but my worry is that my opponent might be able to just get rid of all my security on the following turn, and if they do that, bit of a problem in my opinion. So I'm just reading my cards, see if there are any ways that I could potentially get rid of this, but I decide to swing the Gauss into the Alphamon. It says attack security, I believe, and not Digimon, so I swing at that just so I can get a Male Bird, which allows me to pretty much stun the Alphamon a little bit here, which is definitely very nice for myself here. So I don't think they're going to promote here, which is a bit weird, but they decide to swing. I gain 2 memory and then hit a Male Birdramon in security, and yeah, not great. They put the Doraemon underneath and then get to draw a card and then gain additional memory, and then play a Cool Boy to pass the turn. What I will say is my opponent here is playing with a proxy Alphamon or Yuken, but they are not playing it, so a bit of an issue. Obviously, I think in any situation you would probably play the or Yuken here, because it would do a lot, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. Essentially allows you to unsuspend and then swing again and then return a bunch of guys and continue your turn. Yeah, not great. So I swing a security, hits a Oriyumon, I think. I don't even know what these extra antibody guys are called. Things like Doruga, Dexdoruga, like all that kind of stuff. I wish I knew what they were, but clearly I don't. So I swing a security, has 1 security left, so I'm feeling pretty good. But now it's just a case of, can I potentially win on this turn? I pop the memory boost here and then go into the what is this? The Metal Grey. This is the other one that requires a blue Greymon, which is very unfortunate, but hey, is what it is. And what I realize here at this point is that I made a massive misplay, because on the previous turn I didn't put anything in raising, and I had cards that I could put in raising, so I could have won this turn, but I just ended up playing this really badly on my part. So I should have been able to win right here, but we dragged the game out a little bit more. So they unsuspend, and then yeah, it's just a case of, do they want to build up another stack? And in this case, I believe they do end up going into the raising Doraemon, I believe that is. Not too sure about this Doraemon, by the way. When I was talking to my friend that made the deck. They were saying that they prefer playing this one compared to the Sunrisermon, because the Sunrisermon feels very bricky, because this one can be searched from X Antibody, Cool Boy stuff, and just fits the theme of the deck as well, whereas Sunriser sometimes feels really bricky unless it's like turn 1 where it feels very, very good to play. So you can also see they're playing the Zubagon Punch build, which is very interesting. I haven't seen that in play, to be fair. But yeah, so they go into the deck. Doru gets to, I think they're just considering if they want to use their effect. And so they decided not to, which is weird. Oh, I think no, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't in this situation. They decided to go for the Cool Boy. I think my opponent is still a little bit rusty with this deck. Not 100% sure what the capabilities of are in this deck, but I think if you look at the opponent's hand, you can quite clearly see that they could easily win from this point, because they have the Oyuken. I know it's a proxy. I know people don't like proxies. This tournament isn't anything competitive. We play for a pack, pretty much. We only play for a pack. So yeah, we don't care about if we have proxies in it at this point, unless it's something like a Defx, then that becomes a problem. But yeah, so they swing into, I believe that was the male bird, go into the Oriyumon to delete the Greymon here, and then it's just a case of will my opponent win the game here? They move their Cool Boys away, but I have a couple of memory, swing security, they block, and then it's just a case of, do I have the Metal Greymon? And weirdly enough, I do, shockingly. So then I just use the effect to then play out into the Metal Greymon here, and then swing for game. I'm struggling to find the ones I need, and then I found it, and then swing for game.